Hi there, Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm going to go ahead and do a general and love reading for you. Timestamps will be in the reading. And let us get into this energy. We're starting with the general first. These are not going to resonate with every single Aquarius person. If you're new to YouTube tarot readings, that is a consistent thing. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, so Aquarius, it feels like, just overall, it feels like you guys are needing to slow down. It feels like you guys are needing to slow down because you're trying to jump through too many hurdles, too many points in your life that need to be addressed and not rushed past. And so it feels like there's a necessity for you to take the time to be more proactive, so your outcomes have a better outcome. You know, your actions have a better outcome. Here, to start this reading off, you have the moon as well as judgment. So two major arcana. So what this is telling me is that when major arcana show up, it indicates where we need to pay attention to things. These are things that don't really, we can't just like skirt by them. These are experiences that we get to experience in a way that is going to be transformative in our life. And so the more we can pay attention to the heart of the matter, the energy that we put in, the effort that we give, the better. With the moon here, it's saying you're having a lack of clarity when it comes to whatever you're involving yourself in right now. I feel that there's a lot of financial issues potentially here for you as well, Aquarius. I will say that. And I feel that this is an energy where you've been deceiving yourself in certain ways, the people that you involve in your life. And you know that there's something about them, but you aren't like, it's almost like you're not willing to see that or see your part in it. And so now it's like the universe is like, no, we're going to show it to you in a different way so that you can have a better outcome. It will be uncomfortable, but it's not going to annihilate you. It will be uncomfortable though, because you've skirted around the issue so many times and you've tried to do something in so many different ways, and you realize that the outcome is the same, yet you're hoping for a different outcome. So we're going to show you through an uncomfortable experience now where you're going to either lose money or be in a position of, I do want to say like frustrating lack comes to mind when I see this. And it's going to require you to truly look at a situation and make a better judgment call so that you can have an experience that you're proud of in the future. And I know that sounds harsh, Aquarius, but that's what it feels like here. Starting out your reading, you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse as your current energy, basically. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is you know, the things that you're expecting in life or the things that you're hoping for, they're not fulfilled. It's like unfulfilled expectations. You know, it's like things aren't going your way. You know, it denotes an energy of financial instability. It can talk about energy that is, it's kind of fruitless, you know. And so here we have the Ace of Pentacles clarifying this energy, Aquarius, which is like, you need to, whatever you have available to you, which is a resource, financial, energetic, whatever it is, you need to put that energy, utilize it in a way that is not squandering that. You need to be sure that your energy is not just going to the wayside. I do want to say here you have the Thinker in this reading. This talks about strategy. Strategic thinking. It's asking for you to be very, very careful with how you go about spending money, who you give your money to, you know, what you waste it on, okay? Because I feel here it's almost like kind of like we've not been seeing how all of this is affecting us. And it's like we do things in little incremental ways, but they calculate up into actually like big things. So just be careful about that. And here with the, it's like the challenge here or the opposition here, you have the Page of Cups and you have the Knight of Wands. together, this energy is very immature. It's needing to have better focus, and it's just kind of being playful. It's kind of like, oh, tra-la-la, I'll just spend my money here, I'll just do whatever. It's asking for you to put your focus on your finances. It's asking for you to be available to saving money and not being like, just kind of a spendthrift, or going out and having a bunch of fun with your friends. Like the Page of Cups is great, especially if you're like, this combination is really nice in a dating sense, the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands. I mean, it shows that you're going out, you're having a good time, you're expressing yourself through, nice communication and easy, emotionally expressive ways. But like, it's also telling me that you're not focusing on priorities at this time. If this is an obstacle for you, you're not focusing on your realities right now. You're a little bit more up in the air, a little more, oh, devil may care, I'll take care of it when I take care of it. It's asking for you to be like really rigid in a certain way when it comes to your finances here, Aquarius. Some of you also could be dealing with a person, doesn't have to be romantic, but you could be dealing with a person as well, where, it's like the money that you share with them, or the money that is, somehow intertwined with this person, they also may be spending money that is yours, where it's like it just flies out of their hands. And you're like, wait a minute, what happened to our rent money? Where's our bill? Why is our gas cut off? Oh, well, I went down to the bar with Joe and we got wasted and we had a great time. That's really nice. I hope you like cold soup. It's that energy. So here, with what to focus on in this energy, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse here with the Six of Wands. It's an interesting energy just because it's like, this is likely a cycle. With the Three of Pentacles, it talks about life lessons that we really haven't learned yet, or we're relearning the lessons, okay? It can talk about, again, money habits that are in poor favor, a lack of cooperation with people, especially if you're involving yourself with a fire sign or somebody who's just very like, oh, let's go with the flow and blow the money, or, let's do a bunch of whatever. It's just too much. And so it's like, you need to kind of allocate your funds to yourself, make a list, budget. Otherwise, it's just going out of the window. Here as well, I do want to say with the Six of Wands, this may be something that you are having other people recognize in your patterns as well. Like, oh, so-and-so, they're a great person, but they can't hold on to money for the life of them. They are a spendthrift. Oh, they're great for fun, but like they're eating ramen soup and it's cold. Like it's one of those things where it's like, because this is attention being brought onto you. It doesn't always mean like, oh yes, you're getting great attention. This can talk about just eyes on you. And why are the eyes on you? Well, people are starting to recognize that you make poor decisions in money, especially if you're having to seek out other people to help you. Oh, hey mom, I need $300 this month for rent. Can you help me with that? Oh, okay. Like it's that kind of stuff. You must be able to rely on yourself here, Aquarius. And it feels like we need to be a little bit more frugal with our ways and our spending habits. Here in this past energy, you have the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is here twice, here and here. I feel here that this kind of energy has kind of become a little bit of a burden. And the Page of Cups is generally beautiful, Aquarius. It's very loving. The Page of Cups talks about, it can talk about like emotional enjoyment and like expansive emotional expression. It can also talk about where, we're just kind of doing playtime. It's a lot of playtime. And it feels here, Aquarius, that you've been dealing with that situation for a while, and it's caused this Ten of Wands. It's caused a burden in your life. And so financially, this energy, this whole reading is like screaming financial energy and poor financial decisions. But it's saying you've been very childlike, or, there's been aspects of like childlike energy where we should be a little bit more adult, where we should make better financial decisions. And it's like, oh no, it's playtime. We prioritize playtime, and playtime is getting us in a hole, is what it's saying here. So here at this present energy, and this is your strengths in the situation, what you can utilize as a strength right now, Aquarius, you have the Four of Pentacles with the Fool. So it's saying, are we going to be foolish here, or are we going to utilize the best aspects of this Four of Pentacles? The Four of Pentacles is asking you in this situation to be a little bit more miserly, to be a little bit more mindful on where you're putting your money. Because with that Four of Pence, especially in a financial sense, it says, save what you have. If you're going to make an investment, make sure that you study the hell out of that investment so you know exactly where the money's going, Aquarius. Because you don't want it to just be kind of going to the moon, going to the bar, going to the playtime. You want it to be very, very well placed in a strategical manner, okay? The Four of Pentacles says, I need to be very, very tight with my money, okay? And here, it's almost as if we have this frivolity that's kind of enwrapped in this. It's like still we are wanting to kind of engage in I guess a less responsible pursuit within our finances. And so it's saying for you to actually have a beginning or a different change in pace or something that you want to, a different direction in your life, because the Fool involves new direction, new paths. It's saying you need to be very mindful on what you're giving your energy to, your money to, your health to. This doesn't just mean money. The Pentacles cards also indicates health. So if you're blowing your energetic resources on situations that are not really giving back to you, it's gonna show, in your life. Here, what's coming in your near future, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse here, and he's clarified by the Three of Wands. So that's very interesting energy, just because it's saying you may be pushing very, very fast, but you're still kind of directionless. You're still very scattered. And here with the Three of Wands, it's saying, slow down. The Three of Wands, especially in a business sense, if anything is to happen in a business sense with the Three of Wands, it's saying you need to have patience. There's a lot more to come, but you also, to make that more to come happen, you need to challenge the hell out of yourself, okay? You need to challenge yourself by learning more. You need to challenge yourself by accepting opportunities to perfect your craft, to involve yourself in seminars and educational pieces to really bolster your body of knowledge, okay? Because if you're going in scattered, it's not going to do anything for you. It's almost like a waste of opportunity, to be honest with you, Aquarius. So be mindful of that. You could also be dealing with a person who is maybe even at a distance, but the way that they're presenting themselves, they're trying to come forward with you, and maybe this is the way that they have dealt with their money. But we want to be careful with that, because it's a judgment call depending upon how we incorporate ourselves with this person's previous choices financially, because then they become part of our experience, right? So be mindful about that, Aquarius. Here, your approach that you could utilize here, you have the Emperor in reverse with the Eight of Wands. So I'm going to say, if you have any tendencies to, the Emperor in reverse, yes, they can be tyrannical. Yes, they can be my way or the highway, but they're also very much like Peter Pan syndrome. Okay, it's like the person that never grew up, right? They just like to play. They don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to see the error of their ways. It's just, my way or the highway, babe. You can ride on this all night long until I run out of gas. Sayonara. It's that kind of energy. And so it's not somebody that is also in a financial sense. If you're trying to launch something, we may have an issue with failure to launch here with the Ace of Wands in reverse as well, hopes and fears, but especially with the Emperor in reverse, because this says, oh, this person, yeah, they kind of have a history of not really paying attention to their finances, or the things that are actually their resources, the things that are, important in their life, and they're kind of floundering. So let's take a second, to really consider this person, because what I'm seeing now is somebody that is kind of waffling in life. They're floundering in life, and it's something, it's not a good look. Like, this person will be left in the dust if this is a job situation, or like if you have to present a body of work, or like your career history, and like you have like these marks of like somebody who's in and out of a position, or you keep starting and stopping, or like you have like a literal history and people know it. Like, they're going to pay attention here. So here with the Eight of Swords, it's saying be mindful on how you proceed in that. Be able to look at the truth of where you're faltering and fix it, okay? Because this Emperor in the reverse, it also indicates where it's like you're so tra-la-la about things, you don't even really see like the entirety of the situation that's at hand. I know this is like I'm reading you really hard, and I don't mean to. It's just this is what's coming out here, Aquarius, okay? What's coming towards you that you don't see? You have the Two of Wands in reverse here, Aquarius, as well as the Eight of Pentacles. So the Two of Wands, again, is this failed business venture energy. And we have all this Pentacle energy where it's like, we should have studied. We should have spent our time like perfecting our situation. We shouldn't have just like, hoped that things would kind of like go in on a wing and a prayer and it'll all like work itself out because, I manifested on a full moon, or like whatever. Like, this is like, we need practical matters to be practical within our lives, and we need to treat them as such. And so Aquarius, it's saying with the Two of Wands in reverse, it's not happening. This is like a failed venture. But also, this is, if you're not seeing the value in the lesson, like if you keep having the lesson show up here, right, with that Three of Pentacles, it's almost like avoiding life lessons. And so we learn them again and again and again, but we're still not learning them. It's going to cause a failure to launch in other areas within your life. And so here, it's almost as if like, you need to be able to see the value in how much time and effort you spend, okay? It's almost as if like we're dealing with the avoidance of wanting to like really make an effect in our life, like a positive effect in our life, a change. This feels like somebody that's coasted along in life, and they've just kind of subsided with like the outcomes that they receive, but they want more, and they kind of have an attitude about it, but they're also not willing to do anything to change it. So if you taste flavors of yourself in that, be mindful and change it, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles as its clarifying energy, it's saying, put hard work into the situation. Maybe go in for an internship. Maybe start to, learn more about a situation, learn more about a career strategy, or like, just invest yourself into a new direction here. Because it's asking for you to really become like a master within that information, become a professional, okay? Here it almost feels like you've kind of been back and forth on something and just kind of coasting. With the Ace of Wands, and remember, these can be messages for anybody that you may be dealing with as well, especially maybe a younger person, a child, somebody that is in your life, or a lover as well. Here in Hopes and Fears, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? So again, failure to launch, investments not working out, and I feel here with the Wheel of Fortune here, these are destined and fated events, okay? And for the Moon and the Judgment card to be here, this very much is like actions, like cause and effect actions for this Emperor in reverse energy. It's somebody who's unyielding in the way that they treat their lives and the way that they go about things, yet it's, what did Einstein say? Like, you keep wanting something, some change, or you keep expecting some sort of like different outcome, but still doing the same thing. It's insanity. It's that kind of energy. So here it's almost as if like, with this type of energy, it's fated to happen again and again and again until we start to pay attention to the effort and energy that we put into something. That's the only way it changes, Aquarius. Outcome energy for this, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. And I love this because it says, whoa, Queen of Swords is all about clear thinking. It's all about clear thinking to the point of taking personal authority of what you've experienced and transforming it. it goes from victimhood and victim mindset to I am the victor, I am the winner, I did something to change this, and I take charge in my life, so things are effectively changing and transforming, and I did it, you know. But it's also being very clear moving forward in regard to what you allocate your funds to, what you allocate your energy to, the people that you spend your time with. Am I finding myself, engaging in situations that I know are just going to be way too expensive for me, but, maybe I should pull back. It's all about this strategic thinking. And I do want to say here too, I feel I remember an Aquarius video, maybe like last month or a couple weeks ago or sometime. You had creative project here, and I think you had go for it as well. And that in that reading, there was an energy of like meeting somebody that was connected to you in a potential romantic sense that was actually really nice, and I like that. I don't want to completely bring that energy into this reading, but that may be coming around the corner, okay? That may be around the energy because it's popping up again for you. I just want to put that out there, okay? Here, though, with the Six of Pentacles, this is coming into balance with your finances. This is coming into balance with how you treat things fairly so that you can get more, okay? So with this Queen of Swords, it's really just saying, hey, I'm doing this because this is going to actually change this direction in this path. Not big talk, not thinking about it and not doing anything. Action will change it. So that's what we do. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this because I'm going to get some water here. All right, Aquarius, thank you. So to move into love energy, we have this energy here, the Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse here. And it's almost as if you're still wanting to give to it, or they're asking for more opportunity here. There's something about this situation that you need to be paying attention to, Aquarius, just because it feels like there's something here where it's like you're going to give to it again in a certain way, okay? And it's asking for you to be mindful because what is being presented to you is going to require your judgment. You're being presented with a situation with the moon where you're not seeing everything, okay? There's likely elements of deception in it, false information, skirting around issues or hiding information because it doesn't make somebody look good. They want to look good. They want to show you that they're good, but this doesn't feel really good. So, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it's saying, put the brakes on this for a second so you can have a better sense of judgment here, because what this is also talking about with the Judgment card is it's talking about rebirth, renewals. It's talking about opportunities that, it's like things aren't quite finished yet, so we need to decide upon them. So are they done or are they continuing? Because something is still left with strings attached. So it's asking for you to be mindful about what you're going to involve yourself here. And it does feel like, maybe this person comes with the idea, I'm going to shut my mouth and I am going to pull a card for that because that's bothering me. Because it's like, why would you give to that? Show me the truth behind the Ace of Pentacles for Aquarius. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Cancer person, but this person is going to, they may be at a distance as well. They may have a difficulty like getting to you, car issues, or difficulty with finances to get to you. With the Eight of Wands here, you're going to be receiving information about a new offer, a new beginning, something tangible here with this person. I feel that is something that you're going to be needing to figure out because it's going to be different for all of you, okay? It's going to be different for all of you, but we do have this Page of Cups with the Knight of Wands, so that may be an indicator of the type of value that this opportunity provides, okay? So Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, it's very, hey baby, how are you doing? Oh, let's do this. It's fun, it's flirty, I'm like clarifying all your cards. It's fun, it's flirty, but does it have legs? Does it have any substance? What is the energy here? There it is. Ace of Pentacles here, and you're going to be very much in your head about this here with the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry for the glare, you guys. You've got the Nine of Swords there as well with this emotional offer here for you, Aquarius. So it feels here that some of you want this, and it feels here that some of you are open to this dynamic. I'm just saying be mindful of patterns and history, because you do have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups as well. Okay, and for this being an obstacle, maybe that this is their energy in the past here. Maybe we've shown up because we do have Page of Cups. We do have this Page of Cups energy in our past that has actually turned out to be a burden. All right, so just be mindful about that. Okay. Where's my chopstick? The situation, what you should focus on or can focus on in this situation with the Three of Pentacles here is I want you to pay attention to like a lack of cooperation with somebody. Have you had a history of a lack of cooperation with somebody? Have you had any issues where somebody just keeps falling short and you have to pick up the pieces? You know, with just as much as that financial reading where, like, you know, maybe people start to notice that somebody isn't good with their money. Maybe you're starting to notice that somebody isn't good with following through. Okay, especially when it comes to cooperation in you know, relationships. What is the health of the relationship that you've been in with them? Is this something where it continues to be poor? You know, I do also want to say the Three of Pentacles can talk about, in the financial sense, it can talk about coworkers that are difficult to deal with, but also this can just easily as well talk about a partner who is difficult to deal with, you know, but because it's Three of Pentacles, it's like we're involved in it in a deeper way. You know, it's not fleeting. It's something that's like going to be rooted there. So it's like we have to pay attention and give attention where attention is due with the Six of Wands. Be honest with that Six of Wands. It doesn't just mean success and, you know, victory. It means pay attention because all eyes are on this situation. All eyes are on this situation here. Okay. What type of connection do you have with this person? Do they have a history of showing up? Do they have a history of working with you? Or are they opposed to cooperation, right? And I guess I just kind of like added in that Ten of Wands with the Page of Cups, but in this past energy, it's asking for you to pay attention to the pitfalls that you've experienced here. It looks like you're wanting to give to this. It looks like this person is wanting to give to this. You know, maybe there can be some sort of change here, but it's still shrouded in uncertainty with the moon. It's still asking you to use your best judgment here, Aquarius. Think about it, look at it, strategize upon this situation. Don't just imagine. This is imagine here too. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect in my life. You have 3 cards of creativity here as well, actually. I will say that. So that kind of does tie back to that older reading that I'm talking about a little bit ago. But I'm not trying to involve that with this. I'm just saying maybe that's around the corner. Maybe there's something there where that's coming through. Be careful about what you're involving yourself in. Your present energy here and the strengths that you can utilize in this situation, Aquarius, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Fool. So again, be mindful about how much you engage in this situation before you take the leap. But it looks like you're taking the leap. It looks like you're going to go on an adventure with this person. You're going to allow the situation to begin again. I say again because judgment is here, okay? Or you're going to allow the situation to begin. And I feel like you have hope. I feel that you have faith that something good will happen. And then moving into your near future, you have this Knight of Swords with the Three of Wands. So this is, again, asking for patience because now it feels like there's some sort of pressure to push this forward. There's some sort of like, hurry up here. And it's like, well, things actually like come together in the way that they do. And we shouldn't be pushing forward in situations. We should actually allow them to be like fruiting in the way that they do and their slow own pace. You have a lot of pentacles throughout this reading, Aquarius. And so it's saying, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Be mindful of the practicalities. Be mindful of the type of health energy that you are putting in and allowing into your experience here, right? And here, it's like you need to have slow progress with this Three of Wands. It's saying for anything to happen here, slow progress is being asked of you. Yet here with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like trying to rush something really fast. Show me the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is this energy here? Ooh. So you have the Five of Cups with the Two of Swords, and bottom of the deck you have the Five of Wands. This energy, Aquarius, is very much, you may be dealing with somebody that has something that you are not certain about, that you don't see, or the information is not being shared with you. I'm saying that also because we have the moon here, all right? They may want to push something along because they may have gotten rid of something in their life, and now it's like they're making time for you, but there's also kind of like this hastiness to get things going really quickly. So be mindful about that, okay? Because with that Two of Swords, it's saying, you don't know everything. There's information that you don't know here because this person is being button-lipped. They're not telling you everything. You're not seeing everything. There's that big moon in the back. And if you did know about everything here, it would affect your emotions. Look at all that water behind her. It would cause a sense of insecurity, you know, or you may abandon this situation because it brings conflict. But right now, you may not see that. You may not know it. With this energy here, with the approach that can be taken, I feel here that with this type of like pushing something forward, you're going to take notice with it, Aquarius. You're going to pay attention to it, and it's going to like make you go on guard here. The Eight of Swords is about being not necessarily on guard, but it's not really moving anywhere. It's not really allowing anything in because we're uncertain about a situation. We're unclear about a situation. The Eight of Swords is an energy that basically is, it's like not knowing what to trust, not seeing things clearly, moon energy, you know, because we just don't have all of the information. And so our mind is starting to go. But then you have this Emperor in reverse that's presented here, Aries energy. The energy of the Emperor in reverse, Aquarius, is like I said, there's this, you know, kind of rigid, immature, tyrannical energy that may try to bulldoze you so that they can get their agenda met. Okay? And this person may exhibit aspects and flavors of what I said earlier, like Peter Pan syndrome. Like they didn't grow up in certain ways. You know, it's like they're still clutching on to young, youthful ways, young endeavors. They didn't grow. They didn't receive. It's like they keep making mistakes over and over and over again, yet they're not learning from the mistakes. And so that will be your problem, right? That will be an issue for you when they come and intertwine into your life. That's what it feels like they want to do, ensnare. And I feel like you're going along with this, but I also feel like you're needing to be cautious. It's like you're cautious, but you're still going. I'm not really sure why that is, but it feels like you're going. Two of Wands in reverse here is what's coming towards you, Aquarius. You know, this is an interesting energy just because what this says is that you may have a lack of faith within yourself, and you're hoping that being in this combination or this situation might help things move along. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself, especially when it comes to finances. I saw the Ace of Pentacles pop up here when I clarified over here. So that may be like two people saying, hey, if we put our money together, maybe it'll be better, you know? I've done that before. It didn't work out. But, you know, it's a failure to launch energy here with this Ace of Wands in reverse above it. It's saying here too, you know, be practical about this situation, you know, because it feels like you're going to have somebody telling you that, oh yeah, I'll work for this and I'll do this and this and this. And it's like you kind of have like these pie in the sky, you know, conversations about how money's going to start flowing and we're going to invest here. We're going to do this and this. But the proof needs to be in the pudding. The work needs to be put in, you know, otherwise the Two of Wands is nothing. You know, it's like getting aggravated because it's like we're dealing with situations where nothing happens. This can also indicate here the Two of Wands in reverse, somebody who's very arrogant, you know, and so it's saying they think that they know everything, especially because it's right above the Emperor in reverse. It's saying they think they know everything, Aquarius, and so they have all the answers. They don't question themselves when they should be questioning everything, and you should be questioning everything. I feel like this person is going to be involving themselves in your life. So be aware of that, okay? hopes and fears. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune. You may be frustrated by seeing this as a missed opportunity, which I guess I could understand, but also sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, that is a blessing. That ending, or that, like, if that is what ends up happening here, Aquarius, it's saying be mindful of the blessing within the end of something, or be mindful, like if you see patterns in something that aren't panning out, or they are creating so much more instability in your life, yet somebody's like, no, 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 just keep going, we'll do it this way, we'll do it this way. It's almost like forcing you into something. You need to be mindful about how much you give your energy to something here, because with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's saying these are promises that are unfulfilled. They don't get fulfilled. It's a failure to launch. It's a relationship that isn't happening. This may also be a situation where physical intimacy may not be happening as well, you know? And that might be a blessing, you know? That might be a blessing in a weird way, because it might stop a child from being born, which would cause more financial strife. I know that sounds really harsh, but I have to say that. Your outcome energy, Aquarius, you have the Six of Pentacles here, okay? This is about receiving money, and it's about loaning money. It's about giving money because you can, or because you're being generous with some situation, all right? Here with the Queen of Swords, it's saying, be very clear on what you're giving. You know, I also want to say too, with this Knight of Swords in reverse, because they're very forceful, stand up for yourself, especially if somebody is involving themselves in your finances. Especially if somebody is making decisions within finances that are going to affect you down the road, and you already are in a financial situation, or maybe you're not in a financial situation and maybe you're fine, but somebody is not, and they're going to siphon money from you or utilize money that is yours, and it's going to be problematic in the outcome, okay? So it's asking for you to be clear in your decision making here and move forward with the best clarity that you can. This is a take charge energy, but it's also somebody that doesn't get stepped on. The Queen of Swords does not get stepped on. They have their own autonomy and their own personal authority, and they sit very clearly in that. Show me energy here for Aquarius. This is from the Denied Shadow Oracle. Stability. What's at the bottom of the deck? Guilt. Someone is feeling remorse. Under that, you have control issues. Aquarius. I'm saying all of this stuff with such like a heavy emphasis because it feels like you may be about to be allowing yourself to get taken for a ride, okay? And I don't want that to happen for you or to you. And I hope that this can stop that from happening. But just be very clear in what you involve yourself in, because it feels like we have somebody that's about to steamroll you, guilt you into a situation because they have control issues, and you're going to be the one asking yourself why when it's like you should have listened. Your desire to have a certain level of empathy, which, as you may be seeing it, to help and assist somebody through empathy, may cause you to have instability, may cause you to feel guilty and call yourself out in the end. So be very careful. Listen to your guides, listen to the universe, listen to the wisdom of the universe. This also may be coming in a situation where somebody is saying, hey, let's collaborate here. You know, and so much of your energy is like, yes, let's go for it. It's asking for you to really strategize here before you involve yourself here. I'm going to ask, okay. If Aquarius goes forward with this, you have the High Priestess coming out in reverse. You will start to see things that have been, and the Tower. Yeah, things that are not seen will be seen, and they'll come very quickly. I don't feel that this situation is something that's going to provide you with like the best outcome. I feel that this is going to be this life lesson experience, Three of Pentacles in reverse experience, like where we're not paying attention to something, or we're not learning the lesson the first, 2, 3, 4, 10 times. And so now it's like the universe is like, no, you need to learn the lesson, and cat's out of the bag, and we're going to show you. And it's going to be uncomfortable. I feel like I said this at the beginning of this reading. For those who step away from this, Six of Wands, clarity, victory, Ace of Pentacles. For those who step away from it, you secure your finances, you secure your stability, you see the situation for what it is. We had that Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Wands before. This is changing the behavior. This is making the decision to change the behavior and have a better outcome for yourself. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading was helpful. Please like it, share, subscribe, comment if you like, if it was resonant. Yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.